I'm Justin Wasylciw with the County of Grande Prairie Problem Wildlife. This is going to be the field segment for the Alberta Envirothon. So what I'm going to show you out in the field is just the habitat that the animals will live in. So we're doing aquatic. So in front of me here, beside me, is a beaver lodge. This is a house that the beavers built themselves. It wasn't there before. So what they'll do is find a flowing water system. They'll dam it, and they'll actually start burrowing into the side of the bank, creating a hole underneath the water. And they'll use that material for their dam. They'll go down, keep building the dam up higher and higher. The water lifts, and now their house is underwater. So they actually swim under the ice, or in the summertime under the water, underneath, come up in the middle of their house, and they actually have a little crevice in there that they can get out of the water, dry themselves off. It's warm as our houses that we live in throughout the winter. This thing is probably, I would say, 5 feet thick to their house to get to where they're living right now. So as we're here, there is a beaver sitting within 10 feet of me. To see a beaver house and the activity it does, so it keeps stacking the dirt and the mud and the sticks on, and it just creates sort of a crown to it. A beaver house will breathe because this is all sealed off from the ice and the snow. So through the little holes in the mud and stuff, you can see up top here the frost coming out, and this house is actually breathing. It's like a chimney in our house. So they can breathe under there. They can live, they sleep. They'll sleep for days on ends and survive throughout the winter. Very seldom a beaver, unless he has to, will come out in the winter. Most times they're under the ice. You can see chew marks of the trees that he's put here. So he'll go out, cut trees down, stack it for their house. This is a fairly good sized house. They vary right down to just a little mound, and they can live in that throughout the winter. This is a very new house, in my opinion. It ain't very old. It's been here for maybe a year, 2 years, and it'll evolve. And they'll have litters of kits. So beaver will produce kits every year, 4 to 8, and they will kick off. The little beavers will stay with them every year. The yearlings will be sent out in the spring and go to live on their own, go to college. Behind me here, you can see a little bit of the tree sticking out of the ice. So what that is that's his feed pile, that's his refrigerator. So out in front of his house, he has trails coming out, and before the ice sets, he'll bury all his food into the water. So it's all underneath as much as he can. And then when he's hungry, he'll go out, cut a tree off, a stick, go back in his house, eat it, come out, take it away, push it down, and then whenever he needs more food. So they always have a feed house or a feed bed in front of their house, and that gives them food for the winter. So for the beavers, when they set up homes, they have to have food to put in front of their house for the winter and eat for the summer. So as you can see, this is how they cut their material down. They with them big teeth they have that continuously grow, they have to sharpen them, shave them off, and this is what they do. You can see here that they start at the bottom of the tree and they just cut themselves a hole with their teeth. They bite, chew, and eventually trees start falling down. So for a beaver, he doesn't actually eat the wood part of the tree. He actually only wants the bark. So he strips the bark off and eats that, and that's what he gets his food value from. So you can see they are quite destructive. A lot of trees are dropped to try and get them to the ground where they can get at them to actually eat them. So they do harvest a lot of trees. So a mature beaver to survive throughout the year, on an average, he has to harvest anywhere from 200 to 400 trees to survive. So that ranges from little trees to trees like this. I've seen them chew trees down that you can't get your arms around. So here you can see the dam where they've stockpiled some debris to plug the water, to hold the water back into their house system. Dams are quite remarkable. The beavers, they build from the bottom up, so they can going into a fast flowing creek, river, and they can start working from the bottom, and they keep stacking mud and debris, crossing sticks, and eventually it'll come right out of the ground, out of the water, and hold the water back. And it takes quite a force to break a dam. Some beavers, they'll make a better dam down creek, and they'll actually etch the original dam out, drain it, and fill the other one, and then hold more water. So you can see how they just place sticks, their cuttings and stuff, they'll just start stacking it in, and up it comes.
Thank you for watching Alberta Envirothon's video. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel so you don't miss any of our future videos. And remember to get out and explore the wonders of your environment.